Hey, it's Mr. Scoppa here with an update for November 21st, 2014. Well, Thanksgiving is almost here next week. Remember that there are only 2 days, Monday and Tuesday of next week. And actually, I will be sending out a quick little message next week, but that will be from Out on the Scene, and you'll know more about that when you see a video from me next week. But just a couple reminders. One, on Monday, it's our last day for the Filibus campaign, and there is a challenge by grade levels to see which grade level can bring in the most food to help fill the bus. And I know that at the volleyball game that we had last week, there was over 200 items collected, which was awesome. But I think they said on the announcement something about a prize for the one student who brings in the most next week on Monday, so something to kind of consider. So that's the Filibus. This went home yesterday, by the way. And then on the back, this weekend, tonight and tomorrow night, is Willy Wonka Jr. We got a preview of it over at the high school today. We went over and saw just a couple scenes here and there and a couple songs, and it was really neat to see some of my former students going, and also a way to kind of introduce your students to the theater program that is at the middle school. That's something that they'll be able to join when they get there. They can try out and do all sorts of stuff or work backstage, and there's lots of things with that. And also, just a reminder, the PMI Press, that's from Miss Monroe. That is where she kind of gives like some building updates and some pictures and some things like that, so that's good. Also coming home today, PTSO is having another Palmacware order, and it is a double-sided form. There's lots of stuff on here to order from, and I'll probably even end up jumping on a couple more things myself for some nice Palmacware, because that's always a good thing. Just a reminder that even though next week is a short week, your kids still will have a reading log. They'll still have an expectation to be reading every day. But with the vacation, you know, that's something that can kind of bounce a little bit. You know, if they don't read, say, on Thanksgiving, you know, have them bring the books with them for line on Black Friday or something like that. Or they can kind of backload it, and, you know, let's say they want to do all their reading on Friday or on Saturday. That's fine, but I just really want them to continue reading. Also, extramath.org, xtramath.org, is available for them to pop on and use. I know some of the kids do use it at home. There was a sheet that came home a couple weeks ago that talked about how to set it up. And so that's some things going on there. We're still working with our Iroquois. We are actually moving much more into the modern time and making comparisons now to modern time and also to different cultures and communities. So we'll be talking about that. And then pretty soon we'll be flipping over to the colonial time period where we'll be learning about lots of different jobs and what it was like to be in a colonial town and things like that. And in math, obviously, we have flipped over to geometry. We're doing lots of different shapes right now with geometric shapes and learning about all the different polygons and what makes a polygon and what's not a polygon and things like that. So, with that, hope you have a good weekend. I'd say stay warm, but it's going to be warming up this weekend, and then there's going to be all that flooding and everything like that because all this snow is going to melt. And but be thankful we're not in Buffalo, so that's always a good thing. But that does give a good reminder. Please, please, please make sure that your kids are prepared to be able to go outside for recess. Those winter jackets are a very important thing. And honestly, boots are always a good thing. I don't require snow pants, but you know, if the kids want to play in the snow, that's probably a smart thing so they don't soak through and get all wet and cold and things like that. Hats and gloves are always important. I know that I have mine that I wear out there, and you know, because I got to keep this head warm, especially when I shave it down. So with that, have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later.